Hello, hi everyone. I am Selcuk from Yıldız Technical University. I will try to explain our study entitled Integration of Analytic Hierarchy Process with Other Mcdm Methods, a Literature Review by Sezi, Cevik, Basar, Cengiz from Istanbul Technical University, and also I am from Yıldız Technical University. The outline of my presentation will be as follows. The motivation of the study will be given in introduction section, then a literature review will be given. Then I will state the literature outcomes, and finally concluding remarks I will present. In fact, Dr. Sezi also give a detailed introduction, so I will pass this introduction firstly, and maybe I can say the motivation of the problem, the motivation of the study. The main objective of this study is to examine the integration of AHP method with other MCDM methods in the literature to understand their role in the integration. For this purpose, the peer-reviewed AHP articles published in Scopus database were analyzed, and these studies are categorized according to the utilized MCDM methods within the scope of this study. We attempt to answer the following questions. First, which MCDM methods have been widely integrated into the AHP method? And the second, which of the AHP or fuzzy AHP integration is more preferred? And the third, what is the main purpose of this integration? In the literature, there are many MCDM methods, as you know, and this figure presents the classifications of these methods, and it's also possible to see different classification in the literature. This is one of them. In general, MCDM methods is divided as multi-attribute decision-making methods and multi-objective decision-making methods. So, multi-attribute decision-making methods called as discrete MCDM, and multi-objective decision-making methods is also called as continuous MCDM methods. And discrete methods, discrete MCDM can be classified into four classes in this study. Outranking based methods, distance based methods, value or utility function based methods, and pairwise comparison methods. This study focuses on discrete MCDM techniques since AHP is in this class. Based on the outranking methods, when we analyze the integration of AHP with MCDM techniques, our first comparison is on outranking methods. These figures show that the ProMat method is the most integrated method in the literature for both classical AHP and also fuzzy AHP. It is revealed that the studies gained a momentum after 26 for both CRISP and classical AHP and fuzzy AHP method. Furthermore, AHP studies is drastically bigger than fuzzy studies, including integration of the outranking based methods. According to distance-based methods, TOPSIS methods are the most integrated with both CRISP and fuzzy AHP. It is revealed that this integration has been drastically increasing after 2008 for both fuzzy AHP and classical AHP. And also, we can see that the number of the classical AHP is bigger than fuzzy AHP studies. When we check the value utility-based methods, in this section, entropy method is the best, is the most integrated method with also both classical and fuzzy AHP studies. And also the classical integration is bigger than fuzzy studies. And also the others, in this screen, we can see the situations of the other utility-based methods. The last comparison is based on the comparison methods. Although AHP is one of the pairwise comparison methods, it's also used for integration with other pairwise comparison methods. And Dematel is the most integrated method in all. In general, Dematel method is used to obtain the most reliable consensus of expert groups for the integration study. As a conclusion, first of all, the number of the studies, including the integration of classical AHP with other MCDM method, is considerably higher than the number of fuzzy AHP studies. However, as a practical popular methodology for dealing with fuzziness and uncertainties in MCDM problems, fuzzy AHP has been applied to a wide range of applications. The number of the studies involving TOPSIS integration is the first place under both CRISP and fuzzy environments for each year. The entropy method is the second place under CRISP environment, while VCOR method is the second place for fuzzy environment. It is revealed that the popularity of the newly proposed methods, such as WASPAS and COPRAS, have been increasing recently. And AHP method for both CRISP and fuzzy environment is used to determine the weight of the criteria instead of a decision tool. The main task of the AHP method is to define the weights of the criteria in this integration. The contribution of this study is the published literature, is that this review work could be a reference for researchers who aim to use integration of AHP with other MCDM methods. For further studies, this study can be extended, including the integration and integration NLP methods with other MCDM methods. Furthermore, continuous MCDM methods can also be included for the next study. Yes, this is the end of my words. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Professor Selcuk Cevik, for your presentation. Is there any question? Okay. Professor Çebi, there are also many other new methods developed in the literature, you know. For example, EDAS, CODAS, WASPAS, COPRAS. Have you looked at these methods with their integration with AHP?
Yes, Professor. If we take the only last 5 years, we can see that the number of WASPAS and COPRAS studies has been increasing. But when we take these ratios in all times, the number of the studies can be lower. But I can say that in the near future, the integration of these methods will be higher than now.
Okay, thank you very much. Another question?
I have one.
Yes, please.
It is not, Dr. Çebi, it is not about AHP, AMP, but I was curious how extensively outranking methods are used. Do you know? You don't have to know because I know it is not maybe your specialty, but I was just curious.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Sorry, I did not. I should speak a little bit slower. I know it is not your expertise, but could you tell us? Do you know if how extensively outranking methods are used? I was just curious. I don't know outstanding methods either, but I was just curious if you know. If you don't know, it is all right.
I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know.
it is not really because our subject is AHP, AMP, and fuzzy AHP, AMP, but I was just curious. So I thought if you know, I will find out. Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
At least I am using.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
using Promet'e, İlker.
You are using Prometheus.
Most of the French-speaking communities are using outranking methods, especially Electri or Promet'e, we can say.
Yeah, I know. I met them in 1980s, but I did not choose that methodology. Yes.
The main difference of the outranking methods is it is not necessary to use logical transitivity. In AHP there is a logical transitivity in pairwise comparisons, you know, but in Promet'e, Electre, Oreste methods, we do not need it. Logical transitivity. This is the main difference. And discordance sets, concordance sets, these are all used in outranking methods. And in all of these methods, fuzzy sets also very suitable to use.
Is there fuzzy, what is fuzzy Promet'e or fuzzy Electre? I think there is fuzzy Electre. I remember reviewing an article on fuzzy Electre. Yeah.
Yes. The first one, the most used is fuzzy Promet'e. Then
I see.
Yes, then fuzzy Electre. And one more Oreste method is rarely used. Oreste, another outranking method.
Yes, Professor, the ratios are given in this slide for both Promet'e and Electre for fuzzy and classical situations. As you see that Promet'e is, the number of the Promet'e studies is bigger than the fuzzy studies.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Çebi.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for all.